Hey, it's Brandon Lord. Welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War as Milan and Venice. Or Venice and Milan. Or Bradenia and Lordia. Or Lordia and Bradenia. There's many ways to say it. And we're in the year 1102 AD. And once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. By Shakespeare. So, that's fun. And if you remember last time, we managed to take the city of Bologna, but at the cost of getting excommunicated. Our Milanese sector has gotten excommunicated. But Venice is still faithful to the Pope. And we're sending our army. The Venetian army is going to send down. And one of you suggested that I should put my cardinals inside the city, and that will give the faith transfer. That'll work better. So I'm going to do that. And Sicily is expanding pretty nicely. We may have to worry about them at some point, but hopefully not. Just kind of checking them out here. And I don't know, my version of whenever I reload a map on Medieval 2 Total War, like reload campaign map, all the settlements, that I've explored, they look like they're all towns, even though some of them are castles. So I don't know, it's just a little weird glitch thing. Anyway, we're gonna save it and end the turn. And there's still a small German army here. We'll have to see what they are up to. But we are sieging Florence, so hopefully you can take that pretty quickly. And let's see what's available in Bologna. We can get some mines going. Can't build any troops here yet. That's fine. Yeah, excommunication is 20% public order. Got unrest and religious unrest here. So it's not too much of a happy place, basically. So yeah, we're gonna put our cardinal inside Lordia, and then that should help him. That should help Lordia grow its Catholic faith a little bit. And over in Bologna, we can retrain these guys. Actually, kind of that you can retrain them and not train them. Usually they don't let you do that, but that's fine. So we'll retrain them, and we'll kind of merge together the rest of the army here. And that looks pretty good. We can go up to normal tax rate again. And yeah, there's only one unit there, so I'm not too worried about it. We're gonna send our diplomat up towards England and other places around there. And Jacquio is looking good. Everything's looking all right. If we weren't excommunicated, things would be going great as Lordia here, but unfortunately, we got excommunicated. And this guy's still going good on the silk. He's generating 25 florins per turn. That's pretty good. And anything else we need to do here? I don't think so. So I'm going to save it. And we're going to end the turn. See if anything interesting happens. Looks like the German armies are retreating. Because, they don't really have much force down here. That's fine. And over in Bradenia's turn. We're still #1 military power, so that's cool. And Barbas the Handsome has come of age. Oh, he is not a good commander. He doesn't have any chivalry. Feeling poorly is one of his traits. He's not that good. Holy cow. He's pretty bad, actually. Holy cow, we have 7 mountain sergeants that we could train. That's pretty good, I guess. We can train 7 cavalry in a row there. And this army's looking pretty beefy, and we did train some troops, if you recall. Actually, I'm going to send this guy up to Zagreb. He'll probably be a better governor. And I've kind of forgot about the rebel army, but hopefully he won't attack, and if he does, we might be able to survive. And I'll pull out most of the infantry here along with the horsemen. So we'll leave 1 unit of infantry to garrison. And then we'll pull these guys out into the boat, and our army is looking pretty good. Pretty solid army there. Pretty solid early game army, I should say. And we're going to move it out here, and I think we're going to attack Durazzo here. We've got the Byzantines there. But they shouldn't be able to challenge us when we have this big of an army. Maintain the siege. I'll pull the ships down a little bit. No. Not all of them there. And we're not at war with the Byzantines again. We're not at war with them yet, but we will be soon. And these guys have some pretty nice troops. Croat Axemen. But it's not actually a general's bodyguard unit. It's mailed knights unit. Scotland and France got an alliance. Zagreb finished a grain exchange. See if we can build something in Zagreb. Build a market there, but farms here would make more sense because we want them to grow into a large town. And Venice doesn't really need to grow at this point, or Bradania. And the siege here is going good. One more turn, and then we should be able to take Rhodes. That'll be another settlement. And but before we do that, we're going to save it, and I think we're going to siege assault here, just so we can take this little settlement before the Byzantines have a chance to take it. And we can take it now. That'll help our income a little bit. I think that'll be very wise. So let's do it! Yeah! The fields have eyes, and the woods have ears. I guess they're ents. I don't know. The woods, the fields have eyes. And no speech. Interesting. I don't know. It seems like when I'm playing Total War games, I don't get very good speeches at all. I don't know why. But when I'm playing them not for an LP, it seems like I get good speeches all the time. I don't know. I don't know what that is. So we're gonna put the archers up there, and then we're gonna put the infantry behind them, so archers can have a clear line of fire. Spread our infantry pretty well here. We got a good chunk of it. And then we'll swing our cavalry around. Put all our cavalry back. We don't really need it on this, I don't think. And, yeah. It's looking pretty good. Start the battle. And it looks like they're just going to garrison in the town center, so we're going to have to go assault. We'll move our army up a little bit, and then we'll see where they're at. Maybe we can fire at them with our archers from there. That'll be nice if we could. And our peasant archers, Italian spear militia do look cool. I like the round half and half colored shields. And there's our sergeant spearmen, which are actually our only trained troops, trained melee fighters. Even though Italian spear militia are better, I do believe. And we do have some trained horsemen as well. So we have some trained troops, but it's mostly a pretty early game army of militia, which is definitely passable at this point in the game. But later we'll start having professional armies and stuff, and those will be much cooler. And as you can see, they have a unit of archers and 2 units of town militia in the city garrison. So we're going to try to move up a couple units of these archers here. See if we can't take them down. But first, I kind of want to swing the cavalry onto the sides. Maybe we can get some crushing blows on the sides. So I think we're going to move these 2 cavalry units over here, and the other 2 over there. Keep our general safe for now. We shouldn't need him. And yeah, just a little small village. I do like the settlement sizes on Medieval 2. It's more realistic. Like, yeah, this looks like a village, as opposed to like Rome Total War, where it's like 4 houses. You know, like this is the size of like a town in Rome Total War almost. Anyway, how's it going today, guys? It is July 24th, and yeah, it's been pretty nice temperatures and stuff this week. Although it's supposed to rain pretty much the rest of the week. It's looking pretty good now, but I do like rain, so it's not really a problem. And this song is just jamming. At first I thought that was somebody charging, because that's like the same horn they used for the charge, so kind of worried me for a second. So yeah, how's it going for you guys? It's been a pretty good summer so far, I'd say. I've been playing some City Heroes lately in my free time, besides making LPs, of course. City Heroes is pretty fun. If you haven't played that or even seen it, go check it out. It is free, and I play it occasionally. I'm not that good at it, but I have fun.
Our men are under attack.
That's all that matters. It's not the kind of MMO that you play for like 6 hours on straight. It's kind of that you play for maybe an hour every day, or maybe like four hours a week or something. You know, just a casual MMO. There's no like grinding required. You don't have to grind for like items and stuff. That's probably the best part about it.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Anyway, we're gonna sweep in our cavalry, and we're gonna hit them from both sides, and then we're sweeping in. Oh, we took out their general already. Not that it really matters, but nice. Oh, dang. He's just dissing on that general. We sent the idiot to hell, haha. And we're gonna bring in some spearmen to help mop them up. But I think our cavalry should be able to handle this. We'll probably take some unneeded casualties on the cavalry, but you know. Look at that. Did you see that dork in the front there? He decided to go around the whole unit and then get stabbed by 600 people. And these guys should be able to take him out, I would imagine. Just a quick little battle here. I'll speed this up. Let's go double speed. And we should be able to take him out. No problem. The archers are trying to shoot in melee range, which is kind of interesting. It's not going to work too well. Half of them are dead. We are losing quite a bit of horsemen, though. It's probably not the best idea to do this, but I guess I'm too much used to Rome Total War where you can use your cavalry like this sometimes, but apparently in Medieval 2 using cavalry like this is probably a bad idea. So it won't happen again. Well, it'll probably happen again, but and we push. Yeah, that's another new thing in Medieval 2 Total War. If you have a significant number more of your guys in the town center than they do, the counter starts going down. It's not just because in like Rome Total War, you'd have to have no defenders in the town center and one of your guys in the town center. I know it'd start counting down, but not in Medieval 2. Not that it really matters, because generally if they have more guys in the town center than you, you're gonna lose regardless. So. It's not really necessary, in my opinion. And there we go, clear victory. We did lose about maybe 100 cavalry, so I don't know. Probably not the best battle. They did take more casualties than we did. Or wait, no. No. They lost more men than we did. That's good. That's good. I'm thinking Rome Total War again. And there we go. We took the settlement of Drezzo, and that should be ours. Trait increase. Let's see what that is real quick. And holy cow, this place is mad. I guess all we can build is a land clearance. I guess we can't upgrade to a town. I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's a different requirement in this game. I don't know. Noble and rule, so that'll give him some chivalry. I also heard that chivalry increases like growth rate in a town. I'm not sure if that's true at all, but I don't know. I could see that happening. Would dread then reduce growth rate? That would be kind of weird. Anyway, we're going to merge our cavalry, and I did train some more cavalry in Ragusa, so we'll send those over next time. And then we'll probably move out of Arezzo and go swing down here to Corinth. And things are looking good over here as well, so I think it's probably about time to end the turn here. Yeah. Save the game. End the turn. And it's Milan's turn. Come on. Sometimes it takes a little while to process that you're doing a hot seat. And, yeah, things are looking pretty good in the construction queue. We'll deal with that in a second. Scotland, France, and Alliance. Somehow I think it's going to be new information every time I look at it, but, you know, of course, it's not. And we haven't yet to build Town Hall here, and we haven't needed to. They're pretty happy. We'll build the next level of Town Guard so we can get Italian Spear Militia in Genoa as well. We could go for the next level of barracks, but I think getting a market in Lordia would be the next best step. And down in Ajaccio, we can go for... You either go for a drill square, get some armored sergeants, which are heavy spearmen, or we'll go for... I'm just going to get all the basic building upgrades there, and then we'll focus on the military again. Basic economic upgrades in a castle. Because castles really don't get much economic upgrades. They get farms, roads, and ports, I believe, and they get basic chapels. But other than that, they don't really get too much. And we're going to ask for a ceasefire. It says very generous at the bottom, so that means we'll probably be able to get. There we go, happily accepted. And we'll go for trade rights.
I accept this extortionate deal, but it shames me.
Oh, so giving you peace is fine, but extortion and asking for trade rights is just too much for you? Is that what it is? He gave it to us anyway, but... So it's hostilities cease between us and the Germans for now. I say for now because we may attack them a little later, but I do want to crusade against the Byzantine Empire. And then, my friends, we'll turn our attention probably towards the Germans. And ending the turn. And the army at Florence decided to sally forth with their 4 units. We should be able to handle these guys pretty easily. So let's engage.
Be ready to give all for God and kingdom, men. To battle!
To battle! We may have 2 battles on this turn actually, because the army in Rhodes will probably sally forth as well. So we'll probably have 2 battles in 2 different nations in 1 turn. Whoa, it's crazy. In a fight, anger is as good as courage. I don't know. I guess anger gives you courage, so I suppose that's legitimate. Anyway, we're gonna take these guys off the rams. And we're going to line up our spearmen accordingly. And then we'll line up our archers behind them. And then our cavalry on the flanks. Probably put our general right behind the line. And then split the cavalry to the 2 flanks. That's what we're probably going to do here. It's probably the best plan of action, I would think, right? General right there. I'll get our mounted sergeants over there. Mounted sergeants aren't the best, but, you know, they're not too bad. I gotta say, they're not too bad. Mailed knights are pretty much the standard cavalry of the line. Almost every nation gets mailed knights or an equivalent, and they're not bad at all. But the feudal knights are the next level of basic knights, and those guys are pretty good. They're heavily armored, and they get some really good charge bonuses. And here's our first experience with crossbowmen, I believe. Crossbowmen are very good against armored targets, like knights and stuff, but they require a direct line of sight be very effective. Otherwise, they have to shoot at like an 80-degree angle to get over your guys, because, you know, crossbows, they don't, it's not like a bow where you can just draw it back a little bit less and arc it over the heads of your guys. It's fully drawn to fire, because crossbows are kind of like early guns, basically, because they're a trigger mechanism and they require a loading time and stuff, but they're not as powerful as guns, although they are very powerful. And they're charging in, so we're gonna try to encircle them with our spearmen after trapping the first unit there, and then we're gonna swing around our cavalry, see if we can't crush them from the flanks. And that'll be very nice. Plus, we want to take out those crossbowmen as soon as we can, because they will hurt us quite a bit. And we're gonna charge into the middle here with our spearmen and cavalry. We should be able to take them out.
Unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are
And looks like we routed the crossbowmen, which is very nice. We're starting to route. There we go. We're starting to route quite a few of their units here. Looks like it's just this unit left. This unit's starting to fight to the death. So we'll take out this unit fighting to the death, and that should be the end of this battle. So a pretty quick one. They do have 72 men left in this unit. And just look at everybody just surrounding them, crushing them. So we should be able to take these guys out pretty quick. Fighting to the death. They are still fighting, but their combat effectiveness is very low. So they're not too threatening. And as you saw, one of the units did come back from routing, so we'll have to fight them. So there we go.
We must act now.
And we'll reform our spear wall here. And then I'll move our cavalry as well, because they don't need to be in the front lines. So I'll move them that way. And we've already taken about 200 prisoners, as you can see in the bottom there. It shows prisoner count. Kind of interesting. We've yet to encounter really what prisoners do. I was expecting that we'd be able to deal with the German prisoners, but I think maybe because it was a Sally Forth situation, we don't get to take the prisoners or something. I'm not sure.
We must act now.
Since they all die anyway. I don't know. I don't know what the deal with that is, but hopefully we'll be able to show prisoners at some point. Rebels, you can't take prisoners with rebels because you just can't. And yeah, all their units came back from routing, so we're gonna have to engage round 2 once more. And I think their towers are shooting at us as they come out of the gates. They activate the towers for a split second.
We must act now.
As you can see, if the towers have flags over them, that means they are active by the enemy army. So they are shooting at us. But since they came out of the gates, they're not able to fire from the towers. And we're going to sweep up with our cavalry and hopefully take them out. There we go. And we'll try to get over there and hit these peasant crossbowmen. Both Venice and Milan get very good crossbowmen, and hopefully we'll be able to get those soon. Oh, there we go, end the battle. But the Milanese get Genoese crossbowmen, and I think Venice just gets crossbow militia, and then they get Venetian archers at their castle. So they both have very good range units, I would say. So we're gonna end it and get another bride for one of our generals. That is fine with me. And looks like actually the army in Rhodes didn't put up a fight at all. It looks like, kind of forgot about that, but it doesn't look like they did. And they want us to send an emissary to the French, even though we had a guy right there. So there we go. That is complete. And now let's see if we can get some map information with France. Oh, calm down. This was disappointing. You got to see our map information, and we got trade routes. We got 2 more units of galley. Yeah. Not really the best in my opinion. So I'm gonna disband them. And we're still #1 in military power. Other things are not looking too good. And we are the largest faction now, so that means we have the most territory, which is very cool. And a grain exchange complete in Heraklion, so we'll deal with that. And we could go for a castle upgrade here in Rhodes, but we'll build the muster hall first, and then perhaps next turn we'll be able to get the castle upgrade in Rhodes, which will be nice because then we can have a castle. And we might have to assault that Byzantine castle with this castle, so castle on castle action. Yeah! Yeah! Looks like that Byzantine army retreated for now, so that's good. Again, we're still neutral with them, but I'm at a state of war with them. And we trained these cavalry last turn, so we'll send them into the boats. And then merge with most of these guys here. I think we'll leave these... we'll leave 2 units of these Sergeant Spearmen here to defend. As you can see, Sergeant Spearmen are a little worse than Italian Spear Militia, but Sergeant Spearmen, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the advantage of Sergeant Spearmen would be over Italian Militia, except that you train them in a castle. So while you're training your other troops, you can train some Sergeant Spearmen as kind of a militia force from your castle. But I do know armored sergeants are, I think, better than Italian Spear Militia. So the next level of troops is better. And hopefully we'll be able to see armored sergeants soon. We're going to send this guy over to talk to the Turks here. As you can see, they own that land. And we'll attack the Turks eventually. They'll probably be Venice's next target after Byzantine. Because they're not really in too much of a position to attack the Germans. They might send an army up to help Milan, but they probably won't be instrumental in the war against the Germans, as Milan will be. So that's kind of the next targets for our nations. Milan's going to take Germany, and Venice is going to take out the Turks, which I do believe that leaves us kind of open for the Mongols to invade, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe we won't push too far east. I don't know. We'll see. And that's looking pretty good, so we're going to save it. And going to end the turn. And it's Milan's turn now. Enemy army routes, that's correct. And we did take the city. And that was our mission, so that's nice. We rewarded with 2,500 florins. And, ooh, look at those scores. We're in the top 5 and everything. That's pretty nice. We're right behind Bredenia for military. That's cool. And Jacquiot is building its simple stuff. Bologna can build a small church. There's a lot of low-level stuff we need to build here. I believe, though... Yeah, small church is probably the best. Get some religious conversion and some happiness. Florence can upgrade to a large town, so we'll let it do that. Put the tax rate down for now, and then once it upgrades, it'll probably be much happier, I would imagine. I'll combine some of the troops in here, and there we go. This guy's an okay commander. He's not Count Bernardo status of commander, but he's okay. 2 command stars isn't too bad. Pretty soon we'll probably send an army out to go take Bern, but I think we'll wait a turn for that. Although, you know, attacking now would probably be better, actually. So we're going to pull out these guys here. And Florence is still happy enough. That's nice. And Count Bernardo with these archers and these heavy spearmen here. Getting to the army. And then we can put down the tax rate, build another unit of spearmen for garrison, but we don't really need to. Yeah, we have to pay upkeep for it as well. Mostly religious unrest here, and especially excommunication unrest. As you can see, Catholics only 72%. So, I think if we bring the Pope... Oh, we have a princess. Huh. I think we'll send the princess up north. And keep this diplomat down here to talk with Bredenia, as we have been doing. Bring the cardinal over to Bologna so that he can start converting some people here. Send this guy northward to take Bern. I think we can do it with this army. Bern does have a very large garrison, but I do believe this army is sufficient to take it, so we will try to do that. And things are looking pretty good here. Yeah, let's bring this guy down. We can probably give him a little bit of money. Venice needs a little bit of help, and we do have some extra cash, so why not? Only about 2,000 florins is all they need for now, so that'll be good. Milan is going to be pretty rich, I would imagine, with all these towns and the trade routes and stuff, so that'll be nice for us to have one rich faction, one kind of military expansionist faction. That's kind of what I'm going for here. And 2,000 florins, accept that. And ooh, jihad was called in Baghdad. So the Muslims are going to be going after Baghdad. And crusade was also called. I could show that, but you know, it's not really a big deal. We're not gonna engage in this crusade now. It's a little too early in the game, in my opinion, to go on a crusade. So we're not gonna worry about that now. However, probably after we take out the Byzantines with Milan and Venice, we'll probably engage in some crusades after that, because we'll have a solid foothold in somewhat close to the area. So I mean, we can do that pretty easily. Durazzo does not have much going on as far as building. I guess we just have to wait. I don't know how long we have to wait for, but I guess we do have to wait. And I'll plop the guys over here. And yeah, Corinth looks pretty empty here, so we'll attack Corinth next. Oh, guess we have to get back up on the ships next turn. But we'll attack Corinth next turn, and that should be pretty nice if we can take Corinth. We may siege assault. We'll see. I'd like to draw them out, but castles do take a while to give up. And over in Ragusa we can build something. Let's build I'm not sure. So let's check everything else first. I think in Bredenia we can probably build a merchant's wharf. That wouldn't be too bad. And then yeah, Rhodes probably needs some more buildings before Ragusa does. Yeah, let's take out the merchant's wharf. We should upgrade to a castle while we can. Always upgrade your settlements. Is usually how I play. And as you can see, the Byzantines do control that island over there, so we're going to have to take that eventually as well. So upgrade a castle, and then can't actually do anything in Ragusa. We'll build a couple more units of the spearmen, and that could help us defend Durazzo if necessary as well. We did recruit a priest, and yeah. So everything's looking pretty good. I just want to check the diplomacy. Yeah, we're still at war with the Holy Roman Empire. We should probably go talk to them as well. See if we can get a ceasefire with the Homer Romans, with the Germans. That'll be nice. There's the Milanese princess that we sent out last turn. So if we can both get a ceasefire with them, that'll be cool. But if not, we may have to go back to war with them as Milan. But that's all we're going to do today, guys. So thanks for watching this epic episode of Medieval 2 Total War. And join us next time when we launch the assault on Corinth, go to war with the Byzantine Empire, and go after Bern as the Milanese. So, thanks for watching, and bring us a note. See you some other time, yeah. Yeah.